Thanks, Andy. Good morning. A somber start to the week as 3 of the 5 victims of the Brentwood slayings will be laid to rest today. The city continues to grieve the worst mass murders in our city's history. Now, the flags are flying at half-mast at City Hall and will continue to do so until the final funeral, which will take place on Wednesday. A makeshift memorial continues to grow in size at the scene of the horrific stabbings at the Brentwood home. People leaving flowers and notes as they pay their respects to the lost lives. 5 people were killed at a house party celebrating the end of the school year last week. The funeral service for 22-year-old Jordan Segura will take place today at McInnes and Holloway Chapel. Segura worked at the chapel while studying religious studies at the University of Calgary. At 1 p.m. this afternoon, 23-year-old Caitlin Paris will be laid to rest following her funeral service at First Alliance Church. Paris was a trained ballerina working towards her Bachelor of Arts degree at Mount Royal University. And at 2 p.m. today, 23-year-old Josh Hunter's family and friends will gather to say their goodbyes to him at Christ Church in the Southwest. Hunter was a drummer in a band with another victim in the slayings, Zachariah Rathwell, the two celebrating the release of their first album for their band, Zachariah and the Prophets, before the fatal incident. Zachariah Rathwell's funeral services will be held tomorrow at the Center Street Church, his family inviting all those who feel they need to grieve. And finally, Lawrence Hong will be laid to rest on Wednesday. The 27-year-old was on the verge of completing his degree and would have turned 28 later this week. Well, turning to other news now, a shocking story. An FBI officials in the U.S. say a 16-year-old boy stowed away in the wheel well of a flight from California to Hawaii. Officials say the teen surviving the flight halfway across the Pacific Ocean despite frigid temperatures at 38,000 feet and a lack of oxygen. The young man was questioned after being discovered on the tarmac at the Maui airport with no identification on him. Security footage shows the boy hopped the fence at the San Jose airport to get to the Hawaiian Airlines flight on Sunday morning. Officials say the child had run away from his family. He will not face any charges. And pot advocates gathering at the legislature in the province's capital for the annual 420 rally. The rain and cooler temperatures didn't seem to dampen the spirits of the nearly 1,000 people in attendance. The gathering traditionally sees people around the world gather on April 20th, where they light up and smoke marijuana in a peaceful protest to legalize the drug.
Well, for some it could be a rally of sorts, you know, to come down here, legalize it, come on, legalize it, you know. For some people, more of a protest, you know, oh, down with the cops, up with dope, all that shebang, you know. And like I said, for some people, it's just a way they can get down, sit down, and chill, you know.
What's not to love? You can eat it, smoke it, live in it, everything. you can make hemp concrete and build a house out of it.
The Edmonton Police Service reporting no major issues. In business news now, sources with the U.S. administration say the Keystone XL pipeline will not be completed this year. The administration appears set to ignore the request to the Canadian government to make a decision soon on the controversial pipeline, so the construction could begin this summer. Now, sources say an announcement may come down on Friday about delays in the project. They say U.S. federal agencies will be given more time to weigh in on the project while the legal dispute plays out in Nebraska over the proposed route.